And this goes to us as UPND members across the country, especially as the youths. There was a direction, my deputy here, through the president, that we, the young people of UPND, we should monitor the progress of CDF at a polling station there. You have seen that the opposition are able even to petition the vehicles which are about to go and monitor the CDF. Do you expect them to implement the policy of UPND in those areas, in their constituencies, if all of us as a party members were not on the ground? So, my deputy chairman here, as we are availing the committee of the national wing, the first responsibility that we need to monitor the CDF across the country. That's why we called all the 10 provincials with their executive that this matter should be taken now seriously, that we need to monitor all the projects at a constituency level, so that the people of Zambia are able to benefit. I agree that it's not our money as UPND, it's the money of the citizens who pay taxes. President Kainde, what he has done is to appreciate the people of Zambia. Your money should be used now in a good way. Is to drop that money from the big teams, as the president said, from Lusaka now. Can this money go back to the constituencies? That we, people are calling the constituencies, to participate now. Because Ogura doctor and for sure flip their tax. Ogura Kendo for sure flip their tax. So akaenda vena nachitaiva mazindrama manje zibwere kuli vene. Imwevene mzisebe zendrama za. But we need to help as leaders of UPN now on the ground by monitoring. By monitoring, it's not about harassing people, no, but it's about working together. It's about working together. It's not only just the CDF, but in every project which is happening in our country, let's we, the UPND, can we check what is happening there. That's why now lies are coming too much from the opposition. We need to be on the ground to ensure that if at a clinic there is a problem, you are a UPND member, go and check, ask what is happening here, get the full information, then that information, give it to a provincial youth chairman, give it to this youth chairman, give it to the chairman even at a conference level, so that all of us will move as one to help the leadership of the new joint government. If there is no medicine, let us know. We will go in a good manner. We approach those who are in charge at that clinic. We need to approach who is the head teacher at that school. We are in charge right now. UPND, we are in charge of this government. President Kainde has never told the UPND members to stay away. No, we need to be in charge. The only thing which has told us, all of us, is to touch the coffers of the government to bring to the party UPND. But in terms of monitoring and participating in the governance of this country, we need to participate as a party. If we stay away, these opposition leaders will take advantage of that and they'll continue lying the people of Zambia. We have seen what we have done in 2 years. This country was destroyed for 10 years. The issue of Kadarism is about 10 years. Still in the compass, about 10 years. But this man who is in state house from Kainde Chief is trying his best and his leader to ensure that we bring this country into normal. People are able to work his right. It's not an easy job. But he needs your support. So we, the young people of UPN, you cannot talk UPN as the youth. The strength of UPN is the youth. Never again I will repeat. My fellow colleagues, the strength of UPND is us, the youth of UPND. We are the majority in the party of UPND. So we have a big role to play. Let's participate, but let's not harass people. I think the message is very clear. It's about engaging. I hear every time, those are cadres. Yes, we are cadres who approach you, who talk to you. We are cadres, but we are in charge of this country as cadres of UPND. So, can we get used? And there's this lie which is continuous. My fellow colleague, the provincial youth chairman and the team, UPND is a one-term. When I want to tell you again, I repeat here, I want you to listen very carefully. UPND will run this country for more than 50 years. And I'll tell you that why it is because we have seen President Kainde and his team what they're trying to do. The development which we're going to put to the people of Zambia, it will take us to run this country for more than 50 years. It's about development itself. We are not going to force ourselves, but the people of Zambia will vote for us because we are delivering now. That's why the opposition and some of the members of parliament in opposition, they want to frustrate the issue of CDF. That's why I'm appealing to you, members of UPND, let's take charge now. Officer member of parliament opposition, would want to know what are your projects in your constituency. Are people benefiting? Are you pushing? If you don't push, it will help you to push, not the people to benefit. That's what we need to do now. Let's not sit. The members of parliament represent all of us. And they are implementing the policy of the government of UPND. So we won't regard you as an enemy to us, an opposition member of parliament, or a councillor, or a mayor. We'll work with you because it is us who are in charge. But we won't allow you to frustrate the projects, the program of the government. No, we won't allow you. We'll just go together, all of us. If you don't want to, we'll find a way until the people in your constituency, in your district, also benefit from the governance of President Kainde. Yes. So I thought to share these few words with you, and also the chair, remember after winning an election, within 4-6 months we dissolved the National Executive Wing. The reason we were there, but to come up with a team of volunteers. And today we have this team, together the provincial youth chairman here, that we want to be touring now the all constituencies, 156, 116 districts, about working together. And also to ensure that all the polling stations, as we prepare for the next election, will move in that way for us. I thought of sharing this message to the Zambian people, where we stand, that when we see us we're coming to your office, don't get scared. We want to engage each other. And provincial youth chairman, know that in this process, you are a link between you and your people. Please ensure that all the people in your provinces who are in charge of the government interact with them now. Pay cases to them, pay this to them, and understand what you want to achieve as the government. Let's do that. There's no harm there. But I keep on emphasizing there's no harassment. Just talk to each other. If somebody wants to recognize, we know the system we can use for such a person. Wamenya kuna kuleta proposal. Atuku chosa. Imanja the president uyu safu na kusenza naye ise weekend call the bench. Mujanga serenzere. We work in that way. Here is about working together. Thank you very much.
Senior Comrade Gilbert Cristianisco, member of National Management, and at the same time, NEG member. And ladies and gentlemen and colleagues from the media, the chairman has accepted 4 questions. The floor is open. I don't know in which order. We may be guided. And please, as you give us a question, we will request you to introduce yourself, have strong recommendations of who you are and how we intend to answer you. We thank you. And in any case, if there are no any other questions that which are rising, we will not take questions from our youth folks that which have come to attend this meeting, but we can take questions from the media that which was invited officially. And the man from CIC, we have seen your hand, maybe you may have a question, sir. Please stand up, sir. Your name and where you're coming from.
My name is Edward Rebecca from CICWE. My question goes to the chair, National Chair, and the Gilbert Cristianisco. Chair, sir. how possible is it that a person who was a government for the former president, when I say a person who was shaving Mr. Edgar Lungu, was convicted of violence that led to the death of Florence Banda, Edgar Lungu. Mr. Chris Zumari is also inside for terrorism. How possible is that Mr. Lungu is still out and is free doing politics? Any deliberate policy, you want to get an assurance that these people may not be involved like this and then their leader is free. Is Edgar Lungu's immunity on the chopping board? In Zambian take that, say Edgar Lungu, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, or next month, or maybe next year. Is Edgar Lungu's immunity going to be lifted so that he also faces persecution? Because we are not convinced that people around him could be found wanting what is innocent. Can you assure us that there are those deliberate policies that Lungu's immunity is at stake? Thank you.
Questions so that maybe two questions so that the chairperson may be able to address. We attach great importance and value to that kind of a question, CIC. We are waiting for the other questions. Comments from the media. But I take it that that was the only available question that which the National Youth Chairperson would be in a position to handsomely answer. Yes, please.
Good morning. My name is Before from Kami TV. So we've heard sentiments from the Patriotic Front that have been complaining. We've just heard from the youth chairperson, saying the UPND will go on the ground in these constraints, or maybe around the country. So we've heard complaints saying, for example, from the Patriotic Front, who are complaining that the UPND are kind of mixing their duties with duties that are supposed to be done. The government, for example, the recent issue is the visit by the General Secretary to constituencies, which was opposed by the PU. So, in your line of duty, are you going to be interfering according to yourself, or is it in line with the duty as a ruling party?
Thank you very much, Madam Zipora. It now brings us to two questions, and I will give a chance to the National Youth Chairperson to decide in which order he may decide to answer those questions. Chairman.
The first question from CIC. I keep on telling people that can we trust the process? That's why the police are doing their job. The investigation started in 2020, not mistaken, by the peer regime itself. And names were mentioned by them. That's why certain people were transferred, certain people were dropped by them in terms of gassing. But we are saying now, the new IG is in speed. It will ensure that they all culprits is brought to justice. The issue will need to come, if it is necessary, people are found guilty. You cannot accuse somebody else because it was found with me. The issue here now is about following the matter. If they are involved, the law will follow them. But for now, can we leave the police to do their job? I think that's what the president said to all of us to investigate. After investigating, then the culprit now. Where we are against all of us is to turn the matter into tribalism. No, let's just leave it the way it is, deal with the matter the way it is, because the issue of gassing, all of us, we know what happened about it. So yes, we saw to ETS that the Rose Banda was killed. The name was mentioned by then. But you have to allow the law also to follow the same police officers again, follow the matter until the culprit was there. So let's give a credit to the police, and all they need the police is as the citizen to support them that undertaking this journey. Because it's a very difficult journey. It's not an easy journey. So they need the support from us as a citizen. That's why you have seen that some few opposition leaders, they want to twist the citizen who went through that trauma of gassing, so that they can have a sympathy somebody has been arrested because maybe it's political. No, the issue is about investigating. Then the law itself, it will say, Abba, Koneka will are innocent. Just not with the Nangena Mutezongena. But Koneka net result. Anangin 107. When they need again. So there's nothing to cry.
Yeah,
Now, the issue to do with the SG listing, we have that man there. He's harassing anybody. He's finding out. Anything goes wrong in the government of the new dawn, the finger will be pointed on UPND. Why are people saying some few individuals in opposition, no, UPND is one thing. Why are we wishing UPND? You know that's a party in government. So you don't want to participate in the governance, in the developmental issues. No. The SG, what was doing, that is the right thing, is to check. Ndiye mwini wa chipande. Chipande metinapeleka kaende chenu State House. So I had to see that kaende working. Kodi musayenzera abantu. So he has a right to go and check. That's why even us as youths, through the president himself, instructed us, my deputy here, that tell your provincial youth, you'll be monitoring. Waenda mwafika pa member of parliament, wemotoka kwaso, kodi mnachita baso, ienda kwa development code, kodi CDF zifix, because the interest of Akaende is to ensure that a woman at least pamuzipake paibona boho ya maji. Yes, interest to start at least by the clinic, pafupi na waniba pake. The interest of Akaende is to ensure that at least by school, pafupi, is to ensure that vana wankala bachani pa madesk, pafunzira kwe. That's the interest of President Akaende Chile. Taking the government back to the people. That's why we are not for free education. Because they know that the majority of Zambians were not educated. He wants to drive a country whereby people educated are able to make decisions on their own. Not making a decision because of course of the watch. No. But because they are able to understand when you come by the but the opposition don't want that. So it is us now, the members of UPND, to work together with those who are driving the agenda of the governance of this country. So the SG is 100% right. And the PF should not even start talking about anything. They destroyed this country for 10 years. So as soon as come on, they've been lucky that the PF have been lucky today by Nam Street because they have got a good president in the Chile. Because when you went down to President, you have for 1 day. Come on, Jebazo. We've been happy that when a president been our code, you must have to go on and say what 7 there. That's the only answer I can give you. Thank you very much.
We are very grateful. The chairperson has addressed adequately the media, and I believe that the media will be giving the public very good feedback. May God bless you, and we are grateful for the continued support you have given to the ruling party. As the ruling party youth, we are very grateful and delighted to work with you, and we shall continue to give you earnest and diligent support. May God bless Zambia. Thank you.